Welcome back to the channel and another video. This one, guys, I need your help with. I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm on the fence. Porsche and Tesla. Electric car battle. Tesla has been claiming for a while now they have the fastest fastest four-door EV around the Nurburgring. There's a lot of things to look at here. It's not just the fact that they claim to be the fastest, but, well, let's just get into that. But if you're new here, welcome to Real Steel Cars, where we talk about all the automotive news, trends, and just talk about car stuff in general, anything going on in the automotive world. So if you like doing that, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. Sorry, it's early. Gotta get the coffee in. And I'm ready for Halloween, if you haven't noticed. So Tesla has been making claims to be the fastest four-door EV around the Nurburgring, setting a time of 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Now that is 20 seconds faster than Porsche's time of 7 minutes and 42 seconds. The problem I'm having with this is Tesla. Now let's get a couple facts out of the way first before we get too deep into this. The Tesla Model S has a little over 500 horsepower. I think it's around 518. Can weigh anywhere from 4,769 pounds to 4,941 pounds. Now the Porsche Taycan is significantly heavier at 5,125 pounds on average. Porsche Taycan Turbo comes in at 670 horsepower. A little heavier, but also has more horsepower. I think it's a fair compensation, but we all know weight doesn't really work too good with corners, which is what the Nürburgring is all about for the most part. It does have a lot of straights, I get that. So here's my big problem. Tesla's car that they used to set the time is not the factory car that you can go to the dealership and buy. I thought that was kind of the whole point, is to take the car from the dealership that anyone can buy, and that's what they're going to record the lap times with. No, Tesla has a prototype with 3 engines, an unknown amount of horsepower, suspension modifications, sticky tires. So we have an unobtainable car setting lap times against a factory produced car that anyone can buy. I don't see where that's fair. So you have a pretty heavily modified EV up against a stock EV. Although it is a Porsche, I mean, but the Tesla's still modified. Again, we don't know the horsepower. And we do know it's got a ton of suspension mods. We do know it had 3 motors. So is this really fair? Now, there is one more trick up Porsche's sleeve. I will give them this. I think they've been trolling Tesla for a little bit here. They claimed that the Porsche Taycan that made that lap time was the Turbo, not the Turbo S, which has 750 horsepower as opposed to the 670. And they claim the suspension's a little different and is faster than the Turbo. Now, they were asked on record if they lapped the Turbo S, and, well, Porsche representative declined to comment. So I'm thinking they know the times, and they don't want to disclose them yet. If the Porsche Taycan Turbo S is that much faster, I feel like Porsche is pulling a prank on Tesla right now. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. But again, this is my problem. The Porsche Taycan, you can go to the dealership and buy. You can't go to Tesla and buy this car that made the time because it's a prototype and it's highly modified. So why should they be able to hold any kind of record? If that's the case, why don't we let Porsche modify the Taycan and then take that out on the Nürburgring and test it? I don't know why this bothers me so much. Sorry, it's early. I need my coffee. Yeah, so I don't know when you're watching this, but it's very early for me. I need to get my coffee in. It's a must. Yeah, so I don't know why this bothers me so much. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't to other people. So let me know down below if Tesla running a modified car versus Porsche's factory car is acceptable in the eyes of the rest of the world. I don't know. To me, it's not a fair race. I thought at least in, when you set Nurburgring times, it's supposed to be factory to factory, or, your factory time for the car that anyone can buy, not a modified race car. Now, I will say this, whether it's Porsche or Tesla or whatever the manufacturer, these electric cars are putting out insanely good numbers. Track times, 0 to 60s have been ridiculous. Tesla's 0 to 60s have been in the 3s or better. I believe the Tesla Model 3 is in the mid 3-second range and runs 11-second quarter mile times. I believe 11.6, something like that. The Model S, the new one, I believe, is 2.4, 0 to 60. I mean, that's absolutely insane. So these electric cars are really fast. Obviously, you don't get that noise of a nice engine, but they're fast nonetheless. It's really starting to change the way performance is looked at least in my eyes. I don't know how you think about it. How do you feel about electric cars? Let's just jump right into that. Put down a comment. I want to know what you think of an electric performance car. Because I've seen the Tesla Model 3 on a quarter mile strip, and it did run an 11.6. I was absolutely blown away. So let me know what you think about this. It's definitely changing the way I think performance is looked at. But we're going to change gears a little bit now. That's all I've got for that topic. So we're going to hit on my bit of mini news. Obviously, if you buy a car new from a dealership, you can get dealer add-ons or factory add-ons. But most companies have focused on their cars. And, some like Toyota focus on the trucks as well. But Ford never really focused too much on that. But right now, Ford is offering performance kits and upgrades for their Ranger and F150s. Now, again, they always focused on the Mustangs and the Focus ST and RS, which are now discontinued. But now they're going to start offering leveling kits for the Ranger and F150. They're offering new Fox shocks for both vehicles and a bunch of other performance upgrades for off-roading for both the Ranger and the F-150, which I think is really cool considering most people buy that anyway. Now, the Fox shocks, you may already know, are what come on the Ford Raptor, the most off-road capable vehicle you could possibly buy. So if you're going to add that onto the F-150 or the Ranger, that's a really cool option. Obviously, will make the vehicle a lot more off-road capable without having to tap into that Raptor price tag. So maybe you could even kind of make your own mini Raptor. If you got the Ranger, which everyone has really wanted to see a Ranger Raptor, we know we're not going to get it here in North America, but you could probably build your own. Get those Fox racing shocks from Ford with your leveling kit, and you almost have a mini Raptor. Just need some fender flares, or find someone who make fender flares for the truck. I don't know where you can find them, but hey, that would be a great idea. Anyway, all right. That's all I've got for you today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. I'll catch you next time.